I'm Andrew McGuire, and I'm a husband, a dad, and a full-time health and business coach with Optavia. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to share what it looks like to be a coach. Maybe you've been on program already and it's made a big impact in your life, or maybe someone just sent this to you and said, hey, I really think you'd be an incredible health coach, even if you're not quite sure what this is yet. Either way, I'm really glad you're here. So let's answer the first question. What is Optavia? At its core, Optavia is about lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. And, to be honest, that's not just a cool slogan. That's what we actually help people create. We help people get healthy in three areas: their physical health, their mental health, and their financial health. And we call that the Trilogy of optimal health. And it's what we aim for both with clients and coaches. Because the truth is, a lot of people are doing okay in one area of life, but struggling in another area. And maybe that's you. I know that's been me. Maybe somebody is absolutely crushing it at their job, but whenever they come home, they feel unhealthy and drained. Or maybe they're in great shape, but they're constantly stressed out about money. I know for me, it was both. I was not in good shape and I was stressed about money. But truth is, the goal is never perfection. But what if we could help people move towards health? And that's the sweet spot in what we get to do in helping people. That's what this is about. And here's the cool part. We don't do this on our own. We use a simple system that's built on four core components. Kind of like, think of like a four-legged table or a four-legged stool. You really need all four to stay steady. And so the first core component that we help people with is a structured science-backed nutrition plan. Every single client gets access to one. And so they have that. That's the first leg. And then the second core component is one-on-one coaching. And that's where you would come in, is you would provide support one-on-one to your clients. The third core component is our amazing, I gotta be honest, it's an incredible supportive community of other clients that are on the journey as well, and it really builds that another layer of accountability. And then the fourth core component is our habits of health system. And this was created by our founder, Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. So Dr. A, which that's what we refer to him as, was one of the first top critical care physicians in the country. But he got tired of helping people after they were already sick. So he shifted his focus from prevention to creating long-term health. He created an educational system that helps people build habits around nutrition, around movement, around sleep, stress, mindset, everything that truly matters whenever it comes to our overall health. And the best part about all of this is it's so simple and it's actionable. We're not overwhelming people, right? We've all been there before. We're meeting people where they're at, and our goal is to journey with them one step at a time. It's that simple. So you're probably asking, all right, well, what does a coach actually do? It's simple. We support our clients through that system. Remember the four-legged table or the four-legged stool? That's the system that we use. We're encouragers. We're accountability partners. We help people stay focused. We remember their why. Are they doing this for their marriage, for their family, for their future, to have more energy? What is their why? And we celebrate their wins along the way. Look, you don't need to be a fitness expert, okay? You don't have to be perfect or even be at your goal. You just need to care about people and be willing to learn. If you've got those two things, you care about others and you're willing to be coachable, we can teach you the rest. When I first started coaching, I remember it was in January of 2021. I was working a job, I was building another business, I was volunteering, and I was actually at home full-time with my son. And I love my family, and I wanted more for them. And, whenever I started coaching, I didn't know exactly where this would go. I watched a video a lot like this, but I knew I wanted to make an impact. I wanted to help people, and I wanted to create extra income and flexibility for my family. And eventually, what's really cool is I was able to go full-time with coaching. And what's even, I would say, cooler than that is my wife through coaching was able to leave her job, and now we both coach full time together. We work from home. We're present with our kids. We get to do work that makes an impact in serving others. And so I want to let you know your dream might look different than ours, right? And that's great, right? That's what I love about this business is you can create it however you want. Coaching doesn't have to be full-time. There's a lot of people that do this part-time. Some coach a few people here and there just to pay it forward, but you get to build this around your life. And one of the best parts about coaching is that it's not just about you. It impacts those around you. It impacts your family, your community, your future. I've seen coaching, as we've been on this journey, transform people, not just physically, but also emotionally, mentally, relationally, and like we've talked about, even financially. So yeah, you might help someone lose 100 pounds, and that's incredible. You might help a mom feel confident again, or a parent as they come home from their job have the energy to be able to play with their kids, or you might help someone get that spark back. That's the power of what we do. And I'll talk about it really quick because you might have the question, what about income? What I've found is it can be an incredible income stream. It varies depending on how many people you're helping and how consistent you are. But for some people, it's extra income for groceries or for bills or for travel. For others, like I said earlier, it becomes a full-time opportunity. If you're curious about what that can look like and the income side of it, reach out to the person that sent this to you and they can break that down and show you the possibilities and they'll walk through it with you. So who becomes a coach? There's all sorts of people that become coaches. There's moms and dads like myself. There's teachers and nurses. There's business leaders, CEOs, stay-at-home parents, people who've hit their health goal, and people who are still on the journey. But the common thread among anybody who becomes a coach, it goes back to those two things I talked about earlier. They care about people and they're coachable. They're willing to take that first step. If this has sparked something inside of you, and as I've been talking, there's been a little curiosity. If you're thinking, maybe this is something I can do, I want to encourage you, reach out to the person that sent you this video. They sent it to you because they believe in you. They see something in you. Ask your questions, right? I tell people all the time, there's no bad question. Get all the info that you need. And if it feels like a good fit, we're going to help you get started and we'll walk with you step by step. You don't have to have it all figured out to take that next step. You just need to be willing to be open, to be willing to be coachable, to be willing to say yes to that nudge that you have. So thanks for listening, and I truly hope that this is the beginning of something meaningful for you and your family. Thanks.